Hello everyone. I hope all of you are safe and good. I welcome you all to the 8th standard mathematics class. This is your maths tutor from Mahila Samaja High School. Children, in this session, we will discuss about the exercise 3.3. That means we discussed the two main problems of the exercise 3.3 in the previous presentation. Let us continue that exercise in this presentation also. Children, now let us move on to the 8th question. The 8th question is a theoretic question and it gives a exercise to your brain also. Children, let us move on to the question. Can a quadrilateral ABCD be a parallelogram? Can a quadrilateral ABCD be a parallelogram? If they had given three conditions here, in these three conditions, whether the quadrilateral ABCD becomes a parallelogram. We want to decide it and we want to imagine the quadrilateral ABCD in our mind itself. That never given the figure here. We want to imagine the quadrilateral ABCD in our mind and we want to decide whether the given conditions satisfies the parallelogram or not. Children, the first condition is angle D plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. In a parallelogram ABCD, if angle D and angle B, the sum of angle D and sum of angle B is 180 degree, then is it a parallelogram? Then the second condition is the side AB equals to side CD, which is 8 centimeter. And side AD equals to 4 centimeter. Side BC equals to 4.4 centimeter. So in this given sides, is it possible to draw a parallelogram? Then the third question is angle A equals to 70 degree and angle C equals to 65 degree. This is the condition for third quadrilateral. Whether it is a parallelogram or not, we want to decide it. Children, see, let us move on to the first condition. For the first condition, angle D plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. Children, in this case, angle D and angle B are the opposite angles. So the sum of opposite angles is equal to 180 degree. So if this quadrilateral ABCD may be a parallelogram if the following conditions are also fulfilled. If the quadrilateral ABCD want to be a parallelogram means if it want to be a parallelogram means it want to satisfy the following conditions. What are the following conditions means the sum of measures of adjacent angles should be 180 degree. The sum of measures of adjacent angles should be 180 degree. Adjacent angles means pakkadalliruvantaha angles. That means angle A plus angle B is 180 degree. But here the sum of the opposite angles is 180 degree. In the given condition, the sum of the opposite angles is 180 degree. But it is possible to form a parallelogram because if the angle B is 90 degree, then the opposite angle D also becomes 90 degree. So that 90 degree plus 90 degree means 180 degree. It becomes 180 degree. So that we can also say it may gives a parallelogram. That means this condition may gives a parallelogram or may not gives a parallelogram. So that children, the first condition you understood, I hope. The sum of measures of adjacent angles should be 180 degree. If angle B is 90 degree, then angle D also opposite angle D also 90 degree. So it is equal to 180 degree. So here we can take the another condition, that is opposite angles should also be of same measures. opposite angles should also be of same measures. Angle D must be equal to angle B. If angle B is 90 degree, angle D is 90 degree, then their sum is 180 degree. So that then we can consider it as a parallelogram. So that we can say ABCD can be but need not be a parallelogram. It can be a parallelogram but need not to be a parallelogram. Parallelogram ಆಗಲೇಬೇಕಂತೇನಿಲ್ಲ. Parallelogram ಆಗಲೂಬಹುದು ಆಗ್ದಿರ ಇರಲೂಬಹುದು. ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಒಂದು ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ನ ಸಮ್ 180 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಮತ್ತು ಆ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವ ಅವು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಕಂಡೀಷನನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು. ಏನಂದರೆ ಇಫ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಬಿ ಈಸ್ 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ, ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಬಿ ಏನಾದರೂ 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಡಿನೂ 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿನೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ 180 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ. ಆವಾಗ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಪ್ಯಾರಲೆಲೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಆವಾಗ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಾಲ್ ದಟ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲೆಲೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಆಸ್ ರೆಕ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಗಲ್. Because if any one of the angle of a parallelogram is 90 degree, then it is called as rectangle. So that in case of rectangle only it is possible. This condition is possible. Let us move on to the second condition. Children, in second condition, that given the side AB and side CD as or side DC as 8 centimeter. Side AB and side DC are the opposite sides. Those two opposite sides are also equal to one another. Side AD is 4 centimeter. Side BC is 4.4 centimeter. Here side AD and side BC are opposite sides, but side AD is 4 centimeter, side BC is 4.4 centimeter. Opposite sides, one pair of opposite sides are not equal in this quadrilateral. So that for this condition it is not a parallelogram. So that see here in a parallelogram opposite sides are equal, but here AD is not equal to BC. Thus ABCD cannot be a parallelogram. Then let us move on to the third condition. Angle A equals to 70 degree and angle C equals to 65 degree. Children, if we draw a quadrilateral ABCD, A and C are the opposite angles. Here measure of angle A is 70 degree and measure of angle C is 65 degree. Here the opposite angles are not equal. Angle A, the measure of angle A is not equal to the measure of angle C. So that opposite angles of quadrilateral are not equal. Hence ABCD is a parallelogram. Opposite angles of quadrilateral are not equal. Hence ABCD is a parallelogram. Here in second condition opposite sides are not equal. In third condition opposite angles are not equal. So that the second condition also not satisfies the conditions of terms of parallelogram, and third condition also not satisfies the terms of parallelogram or properties of parallelogram. So that in both the conditions the given quadrilateral is not a parallelogram. But in first condition it may be a parallelogram or may not be a parallelogram. It can be a parallelogram or it cannot be a parallelogram, because we can consider the two properties there. We discussed about the two properties there. I hope this problem is clear, children. We will move on to the next one. See, children, let us move on to the fourth question. Draw a rough figure of a quadrilateral. We want to draw a rough figure of a quadrilateral that is not a parallelogram. That means it not be a parallelogram, but has exact two opposite angles of equal measure. Exactly two opposite angles of equal measure. Any two angles must be of equal measure. Children, here this is the rough figure of a quadrilateral. Here angle A is equal to angle C. So that ABCD is a rough figure of a quadrilateral in which measure of angle A is equal to measure of angle C. But it is not a parallelogram. It is a kite. In kite only one pair of opposite angles are equal and adjacent sides are equal to. Two pairs of adjacent sides are also equal to one another. By seeing itself, it looks like a kite. So, it is not a parallelogram, it is a kite. Children, ABCD is a rough figure of a quadrilateral in which measure of angle A is equal to measure of angle C. But it is not a parallelogram, it is a kite. It is a simple question, children. I hope you understood this one. Let us move on to the next question. Yes, now let us come to the question number 5. The measure of two adjacent angles of a parallelogram are in the ratio 3:2. Find the measure of each of the angles of the parallelogram. Here, the measure of two adjacent angles of a parallelogram are in the ratio 3:2. Find the measure of each of the angles of a parallelogram. Children, here see that given the measure of two adjacent angles as 3 and 2. So let us consider the ABCD as a parallelogram such that measure of angle B is to measure of angle C is equal to 3:2. That means the measure of these two angles are in the ratio 3:2, so that the measure of angle B is to measure of angle C is equal to 3:2. Children, let us consider or let the measure of angle B as 3x and the measure of angle C as 2x. Consider the measure of angle B as 3x and measure of angle C as 2x. Children, measure of angle B plus measure of angle C is equal to 180 degree. Children, you know the sum of the adjacent angles is always equal to 180 degree in case of parallelogram. So that the measure of angle B plus measure of angle C is equal to 180 degree. Measure of angle B is considered as 3x and measure of angle C is considered as 2x, which is equal to 180 degree. 3x plus 2x is 5x, which is equal to 180 degree. X is equal to, if we divide the 180 from 5, we will get the 36. So that the x value is 36. X value is 36. Thus, angle B is 3x. We know that the value of angle B as 3x. 3 into 36. 36 3s are 108 degree. So that the measure of angle B is 108 degree. Then the measure of angle C is equal to 2x. That means 2 into 36. 36 2s are 72 degree. So that the measure of angle C is 2x. 2x means 236 are 72 degree. Here the measure of angle B is 108 degree, measure of angle C is 72 degree. Children, we got the measures of angle B and measure of angle C. See, angle B is opposite to angle D and angle C is opposite to angle A. Children, we know that in case of a parallelogram, the opposite angles are equal. So that angle B is equal to angle D. That means if the measure of angle B is 108 degree, then the measure of angle D is also 108 degree. And if the measure of angle A is measure of angle C is 72 degree, then the measure of angle A also becomes the 72 degree. Hence, the measure of angles of a parallelogram are 108 degree, 72 degree, 108 degree and 72 degree. That means angle A is 72 degree, angle B is 108 degree, angle C is 72 degree, angle D is 108 degree. Children, I hope you understood this problem, children. Here in this problem, we discussed about the two properties of the parallelogram. One is the sum of the adjacent angles of a parallelogram is 180 degree and the opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So we discussed or we applied two properties of the parallelogram in this problem. I hope you understood this, children. We will move on to the next problem. Children, this is the sixth problem of your exercise 4.4. Children, 4.3 children. Two adjacent angles of a parallelogram have equal measure. Find the measure of each of the angles of the parallelogram. Two adjacent angles of a parallelogram have equal measure. Find the measure of each angles of the parallelogram. Children, let us consider the parallelogram ABCD. Here they are saying that two adjacent, they had given one clue as the two adjacent angles are equal. That means let us consider the angle A as equal to angle B. And children, in a parallelogram, we know that the sum of the two adjacent angles is always equal to 180 degree. So that let us consider angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. Then children, write down the angle A as it is plus as it is, and instead of angle B, let us take the angle A itself. Children, did you understood why I replaced the angle B with the angle A? Yes, that's right. Children, here the adjacent angles are equal. They had given the clue as the adjacent angles have equal measure, so that if angle A is equal to angle B, or angle B, measure of angle B is equal to measure of angle A, then instead of angle B, I can take angle A itself. So angle A plus angle A is equal to 180 degree. Angle 1A plus angle 1A becomes angle 2A, which is equal to angle A, which is equal to 180 degree. Angle A equals to 180 degree by 2 means it becomes 90 degree. That means half of the 180 degree is 90 degree. So that angle A becomes 90 degree. Thus, if angle A is 90 degree, angle D also becomes 90 degree. Then angle C also becomes 90 degree. So that children, if angle A is 90 degree, angle D is also 90 degree, angle B is 90 degree means angle C is also 90 degree, because opposite angles of parallelogram. So that in this parallelogram, for this given condition, the parallelogram becomes 90 degree. That means all the angles of the parallelogram are equal to one another. That means all the angles are right angles. So that we can consider this as a rectangle. Children, once again children, see here they are given the condition as two adjacent angles of a parallelogram have equal measure. Two adjacent angles ಅಂದರೆ ಎರಡು ಪಕ್ಕಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ angles. ಒಂದು ಪ್ಯಾರಲೆಲೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ನ ಎರಡು ಪಕ್ಕಪಕ್ಕದ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ನ ಮೆಷರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅವುಗಳ ಅಳತೆಗಳು ಸಮವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ಮೆಷರ್ ಆಫ್ ಈಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ಯಾರಲೆಲೋಗ್ರಾಮ್. ಆ ಪ್ಯಾರಲೆಲೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ನ ಪ್ರತಿ ಕೋನವನ್ನು, ಪ್ರತಿ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ನ ಮೆಷರ್ಮೆಂಟನ್ನು ನೀವು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So that let ABCD be a parallelogram in which angle A is equal to angle B. Why we consider the angle A is equal to angle B means because that given the condition as adjacent angles of a parallelogram have equal measure. So that angle A equals to angle B. And also we know that angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree, because the sum of adjacent angles is always equals to 180 degree. Angle A plus, instead of angle B, I had taken angle A itself, because angle B is equal to angle A. So that angle A plus angle A is equal to 180 degree. Angle A plus angle A means angle 2A equals to 180 degree. Angle A equals to 180 by 2 means 90 degree. So that angle A equals to 90 degree. Thus angle A equals to angle C is equal to 90 degree, and angle B equals to angle D, which is equal to 90 degree. Here the opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Now let us move on to the next problem, children. Let us come to the seventh question, children. See that adjacent figure HOPE, H-O-P-E. Completely we can pronounce it as HOPE. The adjacent figure HOPE is a parallelogram. Find the angle measures X, Y and Z. State the properties you use to find them. We want to find the values of our angle measures of X, Y and Z, and also state the properties you use to find them. Children, here that given that they marked this angle as 40 degree in the figure, they marked this angle as measure of this angle as 40 degree, and they marked this angle as Y and this angle as X and this angle as Z, and that given this exterior angle as 70 degree. Children, see here, angle Y is equal to 40 degree. Angle Y is equal to 40 degree. Why the angle Y is equal to 40 degree means alternate angles. See, angle Y and this angle, that means EHP angle are the alternate angles. So the alternate angles between the parallelograms between the parallel lines are always equal, so that angle Y is equal to 40 degree. Then angle Z plus angle Y is equal to 70 degree. We got the value of Y now. Y is 40 degree. Now let us find out the Z value. Angle Z, that means Z plus Y is equal to 70 degree. See here, angle Z plus Y is equal to 70 degree. Instead of Y, I had taken the value as 40 degree. Why the 40 degree means the value of Y is 40 degree. So the angle Z plus 40 degree is equal to 70 degree. What property we used here means exterior angle property. Exterior angle property means the exterior angle in a triangle, the exterior angle so formed is equal to sum of the interior opposite angles. That means this 70 degree is equal to sum of Y plus Z. Angle Y plus angle Z. So that, see here, angle Y equals to 40 degree, angle Z plus 40 degree equals to 70 degree. So that angle Z equals to 70 degree. If we transfer this 40 degree to the other side of the is equal to, then it becomes minus 40 degree. 70 degree minus 40 degree means it becomes 30 degree. So that the Z value is 30 degree. If the Z value is 30 degree, then this angle, that means HPE angle or EPH angle, angle EPH also becomes 30 degree. If this angle is 30 degree, Z is 30 degree, then this also becomes the 30 degree because of the alternate angles. Then children, let us consider the triangle EPH. In a triangle EPH, the sum of four interior angles is sum of three interior angles is equal to 180 degree. So that angle X plus 40 degree plus Z is equal to 180 degree. Angle X plus 40 degree plus angle Z equals to 180 degree. Then angle X plus 40 degree plus, we know the value of Z, so let us take the value of Z as 30 degree. Angle X plus 40 degree plus 30 degree is equal to 180 degree. Angle X plus 40 plus 30 means 70 degree, which is equal to 180 degree. Angle X is equal to 180 degree plus 70. If we transfer this plus 70 to this side, it becomes minus 70. So 180 minus 70 is equal to 110 degree. Hence, X value is 110 degree, Y value is 40 degree and Z value is 30 degree. Children, here the properties we used are the alternate angles property and exterior angle property, and also the adjacent angles, sorry, not the adjacent angles, this is the interior angle property. Interior angle property, and the sum of the three angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree, so that we use the property here. Please replace this adjacent angles as interior angle property. Replace this adjacent angles property of adjacent angles as interior angle property. So x angle x plus 40 degree plus z angle z equals to 180 degree. Angle x plus 40 degree plus 30 degree equals to 180 degree. Angle x plus 40 plus 30 means 70 degree equals to 180 degree. Angle x equals to 180 degree plus 70 degree. If we transfer the plus 70 degree to other side of the equation, then it becomes minus 70 degree. In 180 degree, 70 degree goes means 110 degree. So that the measure of angle x is 110 degree. Angle x is 110 degree. Angle y is 40 degree. And angle z is 30 degree. I hope you understood this problem, children. We will move on to the next problem. Yes, come to the 8th question, children. The following figures, guns and runs, are parallelograms. That means GUNS and RUNS are parallelograms. Find the value of x and y. That means lengths in measures. That means lengths are in centimeters. We want to find the x and y values. Children, in the previous questions what we discussed up to now, in all the questions we discussed about the angle properties of the parallelograms. But this problem is different from those problems, because here we are discussing about the sides properties of the parallelogram. Children, let us take the first problem. See, in first question, GUNS is a parallelogram. See here, they had mentioned that GUS, that means they marked the measure of GU as 3y minus 1 and measure of SN as 26. Then they marked the GS as 3x and NU as 18. So that we want to find the value of x and y here. Let us take the first condition, the first part of the problem. See, GU equals to SN because opposite sides of a parallelogram. Here see, GU is equal to SN. GU equals to SN means opposite sides of a parallelogram. GU equals to 3y minus 1 is equal to SN means 26. 3y minus 1 is equal to 26. 3y equals to 26. Minus 1 comes this side means it becomes plus 1. So that 3y equals to 26 plus 1 means it is 27. So y equals to 27 by 3. 3 ones are 3 nines are. So y value is 9. So y equals to 9 centimeters. Similarly, GS equals to UN. GS means 3x is equal to 18. UN means 18. So 3x equals to 18. X is equal to 18 by 3. 3 ones are 3 6 are 18. So that x value is 6. X value is 6 centimeter and y value is 9 centimeter. Children, I hope you understood this problem. Here the property we used is opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal to one another. Children, let us move on to the next problem, the second sub question of the 8th main question. Children, in this, see, in the parallelogram RUNS, here they mentioned the values of the measures of the diagonals, that means parts of the diagonals. Here they mentioned the value of ON as x plus y and OR as 16, OU as y plus 7 and OS as 20. Children, we know one of the property of the parallelogram as the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect. Bisect means it cuts into two equal parts. Bisect each other. Therefore, OU is equal to OS. OU is equal to OS. OU means y plus 7 is equal to OS means 20. So y equals to 20. If we transfer the plus 7 to other side of the equation, it becomes minus 7. So y equals to 20 minus 7. In 20, 7 goes means we'll get the 13. So that the y value is 13 centimeter. And children, also in the same way, see ON equals to OR. ON equals to OR. ON means x plus y. The measure of ON is x plus y is equal to 16. So x plus y value, we know the y value is 13. X plus 13 is equal to 16. X is equal to 16 plus 13 comes to this side, this side means it becomes minus 13. 16 minus 13 means 3. So x value is 3 here. So that x value is 3 centimeter and y value is 13 centimeter. Children, I hope you understood this problem. Here the property we used is the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Children, time up. We'll discuss the remaining problems of this exercise in the next session. Thank you, children. Thank you for your concentration. I hope you understood this exercise, that means this presentation and the problems we discussed in this presentation. I hope all of you are safe, stay home, stay safe. Bye children. Thank you.